No. Just no. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Luke's Reviews, and on today's video I will be reviewing the third chapter in the Unbreakable trilogy, Glass. So spoiler alert for Split, if you haven't seen it already. At the end of that film we discovered that it was in the same universe as Unbreakable. Bruce Willis shows up at the end, and M. Night Shyamalan revealed that yes, there is going to be a third chapter in the Unbreakable trilogy. I guess we can refer to that as that. A third chapter that is going to culminate with James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, and Samuel L. Jackson, and we got Glass. Now, until a few days ago, I had never actually seen Unbreakable. I understood the ending in Split, like I knew it was connected to Unbreakable. I got that reference, but I'd never seen the film, and I watched it a couple of days ago after so many people telling me, "Oh, it's one of Shyamalan's best. I actually prefer it to The Sixth Sense." All of that stuff, and you know what? I really did not like Unbreakable. Wow. I do not get the hype with that film at all. Like, I understand that Shyamalan was trying to present a different approach to the superhero film, which is fine. By all means, go for it. Try something different. But being different doesn't automatically make it good. I found Unbreakable to be really dull, quite dreary, and only pick up in the third act. And then by the time I thought, you know what, I'm getting invested in this, it just ends. It literally just cuts. And I found the whole thing, I really do think it is a very overrated film. Sorry if you like it. If you do like Unbreakable, that's great. I'm really happy for you. I really don't. And then when I went to see Split, I was enjoying Split up until a point, and then I thought the whole thing got really silly and goofy when, up until now, we were under the impression that James McAvoy's character just had multiple personality disorder. He had these 23 personalities. What we weren't told about was that one of these personalities is an unstoppable beast that can climb up walls and bend steel and survive shotgun shells to the chest. And I mean, during the film, at this point, I had no idea that it was connected to Unbreakable. So I'm sat there watching it thinking, this is really dumb. How is this? This is stupid. And then obviously, once the twist ending is revealed that it's actually connected to all the Unbreakable universes, then I understood. Then I was like, okay, that makes a bit of sense. Still did not enjoy the fact that throughout the movie, I was not enjoying it. I did not have a good time watching that movie. I'm watching it back. I've watched it a couple times since, and I'm still thinking, even knowing the twist, this is still dumb. This is still pretty goofy. I don't get it. As a director, I actually do like Shyamalan. I like his direction, and I like the fact that he plays with the camera. He's not just a static shot director. I really, however, just cannot stand his screenwriting. I don't. This doesn't mean to be like in a personal attack against Shyamalan. I do think that he's got some great works out there. I really like The Visit. I think The Visit is a really fun, entertaining little horror movie. But his screenwriting is consistently incoherent. I've never once found myself that attached to any of the characters. I often find them to be far too pretentious, and the dialogue to be either fairly one note or situated around a character that is there purely for exposition. But Glass serves as the culmination of this trilogy, and unfortunately, the M. Night Shyamalan that we don't like is back. It is woefully incoherent and ridiculous basically from the word go. The main issue with Glass, and I think the overall trilogy itself, is that I don't know what it's going for. I get that it's trying to be grounded and present the idea of what if these superheroes lived in the real world, but at the same time, each film is full of these conflicting ideals and morals that I honestly don't understand what Shyamalan is going for here, what message he's trying to present. I feel like they just all begin to lose their sense of purpose as they just like descend into this black hole of meaninglessness. Also, the trailers have seriously misled you with this film. It presents it as like this superhero action film, as these two forces go head to head, Bruce Willis and James McAvoy, and Samuel L. Jackson's orchestrating it all. That is not the case at all. This primarily is a psychological hospital drama that just so happens to feature characters who may or may not think that they are superheroes. I feel like it's very inconsistent of what it's wanting to tell us. For example, I have no idea who the main character is here. I understand that they were going for a triple header. You've got Samuel L. Jackson, James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, and triple headers can work so long as you find the right balance. Shyamalan finds no balance here. He's literally chopping and changing between every single character, and it doesn't become like a natural flow. It feels very choppy. Like, for one moment we'll be focusing on Bruce Willis, and then unnecessarily we'll just cut to James McAvoy. And then once we get quite attached to the story that James McAvoy is going on, cut that down, immediately move over to Samuel L. Jackson. It doesn't feel natural. I mean, props to Bruce Willis for actually showing up. He does a good job in this film, which if you look at some of the past roles he's done, yeah, he's pretty much phoning it in just to cash a check. James McAvoy, easily hands down, best part of this movie. There has to be like 20 different people within sometimes a scene, and he absolutely nails it. This guy gives an acting masterclass. As for Samuel L. Jackson, he's fine. I feel like he isn't given the best material to work with. I'm honestly not that big a fan of the character of Mr. Glass. They present him as like this crazed individual, but yeah, other times the film is trying to get the impression that what he's saying is the truth, rather than being a little bit nuts. I do not understand this trilogy of what the aim here. What is the goal? Cool, if you want to present a grounded superhero story, that's fine. But what else are you trying to tell us? Sarah Paulson also stars in this film, and I actually really liked the evaluation scenes that she has with each of the characters, except that eventually they're all glossed over because we get to the ending. Oh, this is one of the worst endings I've seen in a film in a long time. Shyamalan does his trademark twist, except with this twist, there's even more twists, and those twists have twists, and those twists have surprise revelations, and those revelations have more twists than the Helter Skelter. It loses its meaning, it loses its value. So when a twist happens, you don't feel shocked or I'm going to see this movie in a completely different light now. It just feels like a really overused gimmick that even Shyamalan himself is now parodying. Now, most twists can help fill in the gaps if we've got any questions going through the film, and sometimes some films will fill in those gaps and then leave you with some questions for you to think about after the film. That's fine. I actually quite enjoy those ones. What Glass does is it doesn't answer anything of the film previously, and then leaves you scratching your head in complete confusion. It is such a dull, depressing, really anticlimactic note to end on, that considering this is what Shyamalan is perceiving to be the end of his trilogy, end of 19 years of work, it just goes out with a theh. It's not like some big climax, it's just a theh. Whilst I appreciate Shyamalan wanting to take this genre in a very unexpected, unorthodox direction, Glass, it just doesn't work. It doesn't feel like they had an end game of what they wanted to achieve by the end of this film. If they did, I can't see that. I can't see that translate on screen. It's messy, it's silly in places, and pretty much worst of all, it's bloody boring. So if this is anything to go by, the Shyamalan resurgence that we all thought was happening is no more. I'm going to give Glass a 3.5 out of 10. That 3.5, though, purely for James McAvoy. Anyway, if you've had the chance to see Glass, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I have a feeling that this film is going to be quite divisive. Also, let me know what you think is the most disappointing conclusion to a film trilogy. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and blog are in the description below. I've recently just put up reviews for The Front Runner, The Upside, and recently Beautiful Boy, which is a film that I wholeheartedly wish you could check out. I'll put those in the description as well. Many thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you in the next video.